Well, my next guest is Suzette Webb. Suzette is an author, a working mom, mompreneur, and boy, it's a problem out there. There are a lot of stressed out moms out there, aren't there?
Yes. And Steve, thanks for having me. And I refer to us as we're the glue. We're holding it together for everyone else. We spend our day juggling ball after ball. But if there's one ball to drop, it's the self-care ball. And the first piece in upping your mom game is embracing the idea that self-care is not selfish.
So that's because I think a lot of moms do see it as selfish, right?
That's right. There's no time. That's what we see. There's just no time for it.
So how do they play? How do they up their game? What's the
Right.
first part of upping their game?
So when you think about it, I think the game analogy is a good one. So when you think about it, you don't just jump right into a game, right? You warm up first. All professional athletes warm up first, right? So we've got to do that. And that usually starts with how we start our day. We create routines for our kids to follow, but we don't set a routine for ourselves. So what is that way you can pour into yourselves in the morning so now you're better placed to pour into them?
Wow, okay.
For me,
Yeah.
that is just, I've exercised for years with something blaring in my ear. I now do what I call my God walk. And I just walk and listen. If the weather's bad, I might write in my journal. It's whatever that is. No more than 10 minutes. Take that 10 minutes for you.
Whatever rejuvenates you, whatever
Exactly.
refreshes you.
That's right.
Journaling, that's great. So have a warm up. Okay, that's the first part. What's the second part?
Now you're in the game, and sometimes you can be in the throes of the game. You can become overwhelmed, Steve. That's what happens to us moms. But you got to take 5. We give timeouts to kids, but we don't take them ourselves, right? That is so important. You got to take your own time out.
So what does it look like, though? If you're in the car, your kids are really acting up, and
Yes.
you're about to go ballistic.
That's right. So if I'm in the car, I always have something playing on the radio. But I need to shift that energy in the car. So quickly, I'll turn off the radio. I might even take a breath, but it's not just a breath, it's an intentional breath. I'm breathing in and visualizing what I want, and I'm releasing out. And I think that's so important because the key is shifting the energy. Why? Because kids absorb that energy. If you've got negative energy circulating in that car, that it's being transferred right to your child. That's what you don't want.
Yeah. So we've got that, call time out. Okay,
That's
what's
right.
the third part of upping your mom game?
Now you're in the game, so you gotta play. Moms, set a play date for yourself.
For yourself?
And you know what that looks like because when we play, we come back as better moms. So I have a challenge for moms. Set 5 play dates a month for yourself. That can, whatever brings out that joy in you, do.
And then
5 times a month.
5 times a month?
Yes.
What do you say to moms who just say that? I feel guilty when I take time for myself.
You're better. Tell yourself that if gardening is my thing, if coloring is my thing, if going to a movie in the middle of the afternoon is my thing, do it. You'll come back a better mom.
Love it.
Every time.
And then what's the last part of upping their mom game?
Right. Celebrate your wins. Moms are great at we never forget a birthday. We never forget an occasion to celebrate, but we never really celebrate ourselves. And so that is important.
I love it. What's an example of how can somebody celebrate their win that they might not, but how could
You know,
they?
and that's very personal. So maybe that's with yourself, maybe that's with a girlfriend, maybe that's with, but it's just, and here's the key. When you start out changing, you're not going to be perfect just to start. So celebrate your progress. It doesn't have to be perfect. It could be messy in the beginning. Celebrate even that.
So if you felt like you're not raising your voice as much to your children as you were
That's
a month
right.
ago.
Take a moment, celebrate that.
Fascinating.
That's a win.
Yeah.
However big, it could be a small win,
Right.
it's a win.
It may be a win in hopefully what's going to be a winning season.
That's it.
Hey, thanks for joining me here, Suzette. This was
I
fabulous.
love it. Thank you so much for having me, Steve.